So Harry, lots of ups and downs during that game. How are you feeling after that?
Yeah, I think we don't feel amazing at the moment. Maybe tomorrow morning we'll wake up and we'll realise we're in another cup final, 3 in 2 years. Yeah, the club is obviously, it demands being in these big trophies and being in these big finals, and it's one that we're looking forward to. It's a really strange game to play in. I mean, we had so much control in the game, and out of nowhere it's 3-2, and yeah, we let them back in far too easy.
So Erik, obviously that game had lots of different mixed emotions there, but played well for 70 minutes. How are you feeling after that, and obviously getting to be in the FA Cup final?
It's a huge performance. If you see, United was so last 20 seasons 5 times in the FA Cup final, and now we are twice there in 2 years. So it's a huge performance, and yeah, especially in this season where we had so many setbacks, and probably we get the maximum out with the FA Cup final.
Andre, so many mixed feelings in that game. How are you feeling right now?
Good. We're in the final now. That was the most important thing. A lot of mixed feelings. This game, crazy game, but in the end, we won. We went through. So now we have to look forward.
We've seen as well in those final moments when it was penalties there that the supporters really helped, and they just erupted in the end. They're helping too. We've seen Onana getting involved too with the fans. How important was that to spur you on in those final moments?
Yeah, listen, we couldn't get back on that coach tonight, and having lost that game, it wouldn't have been acceptable. Huge pressure on us from everybody to go and win that football match today, and having been 3-0 up, we're in a crazy situation where we're speaking about having to go to penalties. So listen, it's credit to the lads in terms of keeping the cool in the shootout. Yeah, we obviously fancy ourselves in penalties. We've had a good record here in the shootouts, and listen, we didn't want it to go that far. We've got to be a little bit more smart in normal time, and yeah, obviously it's a strange game, but we'll be delighted tomorrow that we've reached another cup final.
For you personally, how do you feel? Because people don't see the hard work behind the scenes that goes on from you and the rest of the players. I mean, you even play through the pain, always make yourself available no matter what, because it just shows how much this means to you.
Yeah, definitely. I always put the club first. I mean, I haven't really trained this week after having a niggle at Bournemouth, so I was even more unhappy that we had to go to extra time and play that extra 30 minutes. Having probably not been fully fit, having not trained all week. But listen, I feel good mentally and physically. It's been a tough season for everybody with injuries, and it must be so frustrating for the staff. I mean, preparing the game this week, and I'm obviously unavailable to train. You've got Willie, who's picked up another injury, Sofian, Mason, and the staff must be scratching their head and working out how to do tactics, and can't work with a back four with no centre-halves training. So, listen, it's been a difficult week, but we're in a cup final. It's something that we'll look forward to.
Especially when there's extra time in penalties too, it just showed the resilience, and to keep calm and win on penalties too just shows the characters in the squad that we spoke about before the game.
Yeah, there they showed the character. There they showed the resilience and the determination to win that penalty series. But of course, we also know we shouldn't allow them to return in the game. But we don't also forget the first 70 minutes where we were in control and scored great goals.
And then personally for you, how do you feel, especially for you, your staff, your players, to have back-to-back FA Cup finals? It's a great achievement. It shows the hard work that's been put in.
It's a very huge performance, a huge achievement to achieve this, to get into the final. But if you play the final is about winning. So we'll only be happy when we, so in May, after that match against City, that we win the trophy, and it's all about that. In United, it's about winning trophies.
And this game had so many different elements in it, so many different parts, and it just shown, especially at the end, to win on penalties too. You were pivotal in that. You were taking part, getting the crowd to go with you. How important were the fans today backing you during those penalties?
Well, I think they were better than us, because if you have to compare our game today, we were up 3-0, and we conceded 3 easy goals by individual mistakes, and we were all looking down, no? And I had a good memory when fans, when all of them they stand up to support us. Like, guys, it's a moment to go. We will not look down. So they were brilliant today. They push us like always, and today was very important to win this game. And thank you, God. The fans were amazing today.
Well, as you mentioned there, it might have been a difficult week and some mixed emotions on that pitch today, but you are in the FA Cup final. I mean, this is obviously a huge moment and something to really look forward to. And there's a few weeks before that to really build that momentum up before that.
Yeah, definitely. Look, we're fully focused now in the Premier League. And if there's any other motivation, every player now in that dressing room is fighting for a starting place in that FA Cup final. There's no better feeling than walking out in a big final in that starting 11. So whenever you put the shirt on now from the end of the season, you're fighting for your place. And yeah, like I said, it was good for the first 60 minutes. We performed well, and then the last 30 minutes is nowhere near good enough for this club. Playing for this club brings huge responsibility, and we've got to look at ourselves, myself included, because that last 30 minutes we didn't show nowhere near enough responsibility on that pitch, and yeah, that was extremely disappointing.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You always are very passionate and you wear your heart on your sleeve and you show that and you're showing that elation, but it looked like you did that for the fans especially. You were celebrating with them at the end. It's shown just how important it is to you.
Of course, no, of course. It was for them in the end because, we face difficult situation together, especially when we concede the offside goal. And we're all like, what is going on, no? But together, when we have this kind of moment, it's just brilliant. We have to enjoy it, and we have to look forward for the coming games.
And now, obviously, we are in the FA Cup final. So much work to do in between then, but looking forward to it, as you said, and just really now building that momentum ahead of that.
100%, no? And when you play final is to win. We will come back here to win. Doesn't matter against who, with all respect. But we are Manchester United. We'll come here. We'll be ready for the next opponent.
Thank you very much and well done. Finally, especially in those final moments too of that game, we've seen the energy that the fans brought there to really help the team to get that win, to get us into the FA Cup final. How crucial is that support?
We are together, and it's about the togetherness on the pitch, the togetherness on the pitch and the bench. Definitely subs playing a very important role, but the fans as well. And we are in there together, and we are in a fight, and we will return to the times where United is winning a lot and going a minimum every year for one trophy to get this. And there you need a togetherness, you need a fight together, you need an ambience to create, and there the fans are huge important. So I will say thank you to the fans to stick together and to back us.
Thank you very much and congrats.